Well, it's been a while since I did that, huh? What is up, guys? Jack the Ripoff here. Here for something a little bit special here. So as you guys may be aware, I am friends with a couple people here in Albuquerque who, since I met them, have been in development of an anime that is actually an American-Japanese collaboration anime known as Indigo Ignited. Now, here's the exciting part. Just 3 days ago, my friends David Pinter and Samuel Dalton, the creators of the anime Indigo Ignited, finally released the pilot episode of the anime itself, and oh my god, it is probably the best 8 minutes you will spend in your lifetime, guys. It is absolutely incredible. You know, the animation is just incredibly amazing, and so we're going to do kind of like a reaction video, but it's not going to be your normal type reaction video. Instead of me sitting here while I watch the anime on a little window for you guys to see, the way we're going to do this is I'm going to show you the anime itself without my face in it, and at certain points I will let you guys know, like, at what parts, what was I thinking about it, kind of just to share my initial emotions when I first watched it. So, without further ado, guys, let's get rid of this face cam and let's get into the pilot episode, shall we?
I remember that moment. I always will.
As long as you have me, you'll never be alone again, Kieran. I promise.
So, going into the opening of this anime, you're immediately met with, you know, these bright, beautiful colors of these stones going through, leading in to, like, this festival. And as it's going through, you hear the voice of what we're assuming to be the main character, you know, just basically talking about, it's like, I remember this just like it was yesterday. You know, he's reminiscing. And I think the best part about looking back on this, you know, since it was a memory, was the fact that the ambiance used, the piano going through, and like the flashes of like some kind of festival going on, and you can see like the child main character sitting there like happy as can be with everyone around them and everything. It was serene. That was like the first emotion I really picked up from it, was just serene. It was absolutely amazing. And so then you see the two children running off together, and then they're looking over the city surrounded by these beautiful stones and everything. And I mean, you just get a sense of like calm, you know, and that's what I really feel like, you know, the opening of this anime was supposed to give you, like the serene, calm, like looking back on memories. It was absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. And we're going to go on and continue with this now.
I thought that being alone was the worst outcome imaginable. I was wrong.
So remember what I said about everything being all serene and calm and happy and blissful and just peachy? Well, now forget all that. So you hear the main character say, I thought being alone would be the worst outcome imaginable. He was wrong. And boy, did they just make that so, like suddenly just like the calm piano disappearing as it fades to black. And then he says, I was wrong. And then suddenly you see him in this unfamiliar town. He is tied up. He just had water splashed on his face, and he's looking around, and all these people are wearing masks. How freaky can you get with a whole crowd of people surrounding him wearing these creepy ass looking masks? Like, oh my God. Amazingly done. It immediately catches your interest. It's like, what is going on here? When he said he was wrong, what's going on? What's going to happen? I'm interested. Let's keep going with this.
Alderman, sir. The boy is ready.
Splendid! To think there was still an Indigo left after all these years. And how fortuitous to have found him.
Okay, and then we get to the point where you got that sick intro of the title, Indigo Ignited. Looked really good. I liked the whole style of it burning into existence. That was really well done. And then you get into what looks like to be the main antagonist. And as you heard in the pilot, his name is Alderman. So from the looks of it, he runs this town and everyone behind it. So he also wears a mask. So I'm only assuming because he's the one wearing the mask, everyone else has to wear the mask. And, like, his voice, like, the voice actor for him, oh my lord, you make him sound sinister as all hell. Good job on that. Like, the voice acting so far from what I've heard, just in the first 2 minutes of this pilot episode, has been absolutely amazing. Very well done voice acting. And fun fact, the voices you're hearing are actually from YouTubers. And I will actually share with you guys who these YouTubers are at the end of this video. So they tell him that the boy is ready. So let's find out what's going to happen to him. What's going to happen to our dear old protagonist here.
My, it is true. There is one left. A rather ugly one, though, isn't he? Oh, look. He's angry. Listen here and understand well. You have something I crave. Let the festivities begin!
Why?
What have you done to him?
Galena! What are you doing to her?
I'll explain this to you simply, Indigo. You'll give me those powers, or I'll butcher this girl.
Sorry to interrupt at what seems to be the most exciting part of this anime, but I do have to say, ouch. That looks like it hurt. It looks like they might have pulled his arms out of their sockets behind him for fun. Why would they do this? Why would they do any of this? Are they satanic? Are they psychotic? Are they anything else that means evil? Probably. But anyway, so as he's sitting there in pain, the girl from the opening of the anime walks up, and she's in chains, so she's obviously imprisoned. Maybe they used her as bait to try and capture him. Who knows? And so we find out that her name is Galena. And so when she actually sees him and sees like how messed up he is, you know, he's bleeding, he's hurt, he has those straps like pulling his arms like unnaturally backwards. I mean, it's not a good situation for him. And she's freaking out. Like, what have you done to him? Why are you doing this to him? You know, she's obviously visually upset. And then what does Alderman do? Grabs her in his arm, puts a knife up to her face, and then decides to tell the guy who he's so very interested in having, give me your powers or I will butcher this girl. Excuse me, bitch? I believe this is the part where the fight scene comes around. So until it gets to a certain point, I'm just going to let you guys enjoy this amazing animation. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up.
You son of a bitch!
Yes, here it comes. Countless Indigos. None have ever escaped. It's impossible! him.
So, first of all, as the main antagonist, never threaten the obvious love interest of the main protagonist. It's never going to end well. You know, you're never going to win a battle with a pissed off protagonist. All right? They are always going to win because you threaten their love interest. Shame on you. You stupid. Second of all, going into that fight scene was probably one of the coolest things ever. First off, the dude breaks out of his binds. Basically, like, just goes full on Super Saiyan, because that's the closest thing I can relate that to, with all the, like, the obvious power and energy emanating off the dude as his eyes go pure white and he gets that shining scar-looking thing across his face. Like, how much more badass does that need to get? That was amazing. And then not only that, the dude, I guess, used his mind to tear off a chunk of stone stairs to create like this scorpion tail whiplash thing on his arm and just proceeds to kick all the guards' asses. And then also stabs one dude in the chest. That was cool.
No, my town! My beautiful town! I am done with the two of you!
So then, after obviously poning those suckers, he brings himself up to the top where Alderman is holding Galena hostage. From then, at that point, he decides to make further stupid mistakes by stabbing Galena in the chest and letting her fall. And hopefully not die. You know, we just met Galena, and it would suck to see her leave so soon. So anyways, let's continue with this. Obviously, Kieran is pretty pissed off at this point, so let's see how he handles this. Yeah, remember what I said about don't piss off the protagonist? This is exactly why. The dude just went full-on rage mode and just walloped on Alderman. And it was amazing. So what I will say is the fight scene in this, the way it was animated is uncommon to that of most animes. You see in most anime fight scenes, it's usually like very choppy frame rate. It's usually done like frame by frame without actually any animation in between. They did this completely different, and they actually animated the whole fight scene from changing blows to blocking each other's attacks. It was seamlessly done. Absolutely beautiful. And when I saw that for the first time, I got goosebumps. It was absolutely incredible. I loved it. And then he wraps up freaking Alderman in his little, like, stone whip thing on his arm and slams him into a freaking wall like he's nothing. Oh, it was beautiful. It was absolutely amazing. Let's continue and see what else happens.
Galena! Galena!
Kieran, I was so worried when they took you. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I promised you.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. You were guests in my town, and you've spoiled all my fun. Submit to me, puppets!
Thus, that is the end of the pilot episode. Alderman goes into this powered up Hulk out mode and basically leading into another fight. Obviously, we don't get to see the fight, but that's just the cliffhanger that everyone needs in their lives. So first of all, what the heck? Is this what Alderman was talking about when he was saying he was wanting his power? Is this the form he got to achieve by killing and absorbing the power of all the other Indigo before Kieran? It leaves so many questions that it forces you, it makes you want to see more. And the pilot did an absolutely wonderful job at just capturing your attention, getting you interested, giving you just enough of a taste of what's to come with this anime that, oh my god, I cannot wait to see more of this. It is going to be absolutely incredible. So I do have to say, you guys, the art style used in this, the animation, the voice acting, the color, and just everything put into this anime was so very well done and very well polished, especially for a pilot episode. I've seen a lot of anime pilots that didn't necessarily do much justice to the actual anime itself. The anime itself might have been amazing, but without a good pilot, it's tough to gain an audience. And my friends David Pinter and Samuel Dalton did, their team did an absolutely amazing job capturing this. And I actually do want to share a couple things that I found out with this. So at the end, obviously with the credits, you find out that the three voices of these characters, Kieran, Galena, and Alderman, are actually voiced by YouTubers. Nathan Sharp, being the voice of Kieran, you may know him from Nate Wants to Battle. Amanda Lee, voice of Galena, and Sean Chiplock as Alderman. I'm more familiar with Nate Wants to Battle since I've been listening to him for a very long time. I'm not too familiar with the other two, but because of this, I want to go see them and go check them out, and you should too. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to be putting, the official pilot in the description below, so you guys can go check it out yourself, as well as the channels of the three voices that were used in this. I have to say, guys, I was so very excited to finally see this, and when I did, it did not disappoint me one bit. It was just so well done, so well animated, seamless transition, and it left me craving more. And it was so well done, and just, guys, you need to check this out for yourself. You need to go see it without my annoying voice interjecting at random points in the video, and just really see the whole thing for as it is, because it is so awesome. And the fact that this is an American-Japanese collaboration anime is absolutely incredible. Fun fact about this, said by David Pinter himself, the way the animation was done, the main voice for this is meant to be English. The way the mouths are animated in this pilot episode is actually meant to match the lip movement of someone speaking English. So this isn't a dub. This is made for the English language, which you never see in an anime, because they're always, they're either Japanese animation, French animation. You don't see a lot of American animation in an anime style that does this. There's a few of them out there, don't get me wrong. But this can just be added up to the Hall of Fame of soon to be some amazing animes. And I'm so excited to actually see the official release of this. And I hope you guys are too. And like I said, go check them out. Go check out the video, and then subscribe to Indigo Ignited and show them all your support, guys, because they absolutely deserve it. It is so amazing. It's so awesome, and I cannot wait to see what this holds in the future. But yes, guys, so let me know what you liked about this video down in the comments below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and leave a like. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to leave a like. And if you're watching this on VidMe, make sure to leave an upvote. If you guys want to see more like this, where I review something or do some more off-camera stuff, then feel free to subscribe or follow whichever channel you're watching this one on. And guys, I really can't wait for this. It's been so cool, seeing my friends go through the production process of this and actually make their dream a reality. And so they deserve all the support they get, guys. So definitely go check them out. And I guess this is going to be the end of the video. So guys, as always, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video comes out, this is goodbye for now. See you guys.